Hey YouTube, it's ICU and welcome to the 99th episode of Best Tech Info and Rumors. Alright, so to start off we're going to talk about everything related to the next generation iPhone because there has been a lot over this past week. And in order, starting from the beginning, iLab posted high-definition pictures of what they're claiming to be the next generation iPhone 5's back housing and also the front portion of it. So it looks to be as if it's almost a nearly assembled next generation iPhone, and in this case, again, they're calling it the iPhone 5, and this leak, of course, was the highest quality of alleged next generation iPhone parts that we've seen to date. And again, we get a sense of how the device will look if these parts do indeed belong to the next generation iPhone. Now, just one day after iLab posted high-definition images of the leaked parts, a new video was actually put together and publicized of what looks to be similar parts. So this is a hands-on video of what is supposedly the next generation iPhone 5's back housing and also the front glass panel and a couple of other parts, and I definitely recommend checking it out, so I'll have a link to it down below. Now, next up on the same exact day, numerous credible websites citing unnamed sources all basically confirmed the same thing. Now that being the next generation iPhone's unveiling event date. So it first started with iMore's report suggesting that Apple will hold an iPhone exclusive unveiling event on September 12th. And then shortly after that, All Things D, definitely a credible website, backed up iMore's report suggesting that it will be sometime in September. However, they were somewhat vague to the specific date, but they said that it will definitely be sometime in September. And then shortly after that, both The Verge and The Loop published their own thoughts, basically backing up iMore, saying that it will indeed be on September 12th. And now today, August 3rd, a new video highlights the differences between the iPhone 4S front panel and what they're claiming to be the supposed front panel of the next generation iPhone 5. Now, aside from the obvious differences, which would be the increased height and the repositioning of the front-facing camera, it is revealed that the front panel is not only thinner, but it's also nearly impervious to scratches when compared to the same part on the iPhone 4S being the front panel. Also in the video, it was revealed that both the area above and below the screen are smaller than that of the iPhone 4S, and that's so they can maintain the overall height of the device by only slightly increasing it. Alright, so that's it as far as rumors for the next generation iPhone. Of course, be sure to check out all of the links down below in the more info because they do have additional details pertaining to the next generation iPhone and everything I talked about in today's episode. Alright, moving on, I'm sure most of you are familiar with the Chronic Dev team. However, if you're not, they're definitely a big part of the jailbreaking world. They've released Green Poison as well as Absinthe, and more recently they updated Absinthe to version 2 to provide the untethered iOS 5.1.1 jailbreak. Well, now the other day, one of the main members, Joshua Hill, more commonly known as POSIX Ninja Online, announced that he has actually left the Chronic Dev team. Now, at the time, he didn't reveal any reasons as to why he left, and also he didn't confirm whether or not he will continue his research and work. However, yesterday, August 2nd, he did announce that he quit due to drama, and also that he wants to have fun by releasing his own work. So hopefully this means that POSIX Ninja will still continue to work on various jailbreak utilities and discovering exploits, even though he's no longer with the Chronic Dev team. Now, next up, I just wanted to cover two patent reports, both of which were publicized by Patently Apple. So first up, we have 3D gesturing. Now, Apple filed for this patent some time ago. It was actually July of 2011, and it was granted on the last day of July this year, so July 31st. And basically, if it is implemented into future generations of the iPad, what it will enable users to do is actually interact with an iPad beyond simply touching the screen. So actually performing gestures slightly above the device that it will be able to recognize. Now, this will be helpful for actually manipulating different 3D objects, 3D landscapes, basically anything that has to do with multiple dimensions, and definitely will play a big part in animation work done on a device such as the iPad. So hopefully we'll actually see some form of a public version of this sometime in the near future. And the next patent is also somewhat related to the iPad in the sense that it's actually for a next generation smart cover of sorts. So as many of you know, the smart cover now for the iPad 2 and the new third generation iPad is great, and it basically serves as two functions. First of all, to protect the screen, and second of all, to put it to sleep and to wake it up. Well, now with these new futuristic patent applications, it looks like Apple plans to pack as much technology into the smart cover as possible. Now, in the report, it mentions a new way of actually connecting the smart cover to the iPad with a redesigned port that's similar to the MagSafe ports on Macs. Also, it mentions flexible AMOLED touchscreen displays, fabric and virtual keyboards, as well as solar panels, RF antennas, and ambient energy collectors for advanced charging. So also be sure to check those out if you want more information on them. And finally, I did release a video the other day of my top 5 favorite Cydia tweaks for the iPad, so just be sure to check that out if you have an iPad and you've been looking for some really great Cydia tweaks. Now that's it for this video. Of course, don't forget to rate it up if you liked it and hit that subscribe button to be notified every time I release new videos. And for the question of the day, what do you guys think about the recent series of supposed next generation iPhone leaks? Do you think that this design will indeed be the one used for the next generation iPhone? Do you like it? Would you actually buy it? Whatever you have to say about it, just let me know down below in the comment section or on Best Tech Info. Of course, don't forget to be updated more often. Just be sure to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and add me to one of your circles inside of Google+. And until next time, this is ICU, signing out.